Oh, hi. Um, New module day. New module day. Two actually. First of all, I have the upgraded Zork's strip Mark II, which says, "Hey, now if you don't have anything patched into the inputs, we're gonna do other shit," which is really really cool. Um, I got to look into it a little bit more, but like channel one is just a straight LFO, and you can adjust the rate on the front panel and stuff. But it does a few other things, and it's really really. They changed the color. They went from purple to white. It's a little disappointing. Purple's better. We all know this. Yeah. And then we also have the Modbap Trinity Mark II. Bickety bam. Got it right here. Put it in the skiff. Put the Mito over here. The Mito is something I use a lot in occasions. You know. Hey Jojo. So more drums, and it's got a really powerful sound to it. I just got it today, so I've literally had like 15 minutes to fool around with it. This is all the Trinity, and this is, if you don't know, this is a 3-channel drum synthesizer with like 4 different like models. So you can do, hey Jim. So you can do like standard like synthesizer, like 808 style stuff. There's one that's an additive thing. There's an FM. Then there's like an arcade style, which is how I got the claps, because it does like a built-in like burst. Nice, Jim. Yeah, I had a very successful day today. First of all, I took a day off of work, which I kind of needed that. So yeah, I recorded an assignment for a class that I'm taking. I got a letter. Turns out my car is paid off. That's awesome. I didn't even know I was close. And then they're like, "Hey, guess what? That's an extra chunk of change in my pocket every month. That's going to be beautiful." Put all on modules. Actually, I probably will. I need to get some 1U stuff here. I'm like, what should we port to 1U that is in this normal system, like performance system here? I think what I'm going to do, hey Trip Tilt, I think I'm going to take at least maybe a couple of like mono filters. Like I got this guy here, but I can probably get a couple more. And so like whatever mono filters that I have in here, like the 860 and man, it'd be a shame to lose the cinnamon because it is really nice. But like those things can go one, just like chugga 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 chugga. And I might get some adapters, because then you could actually take like the cinnamon, for example, and just mount it in a slot, which would be kind of cool. Dude, yeah, that's a good thing to dig into, Jojo. And the thing is, there are so many movies out there. Dude, you should just go on IMDb and like play back clips from the movies and just sample them. Like, I'm sure you'll break all kinds of copyright laws, but you know, as we all. Who fucking cares? Anyways, here's what we're doing today. We're doing super chill, laid back kind of. This is what I got so far. Now we got a little vocal. Yeah, free sound is really good. Yeah, so this is what we got so far. Anyways, so yeah, build stuff on top of that, basically. I'd say the first thing that pops into mind is we're absolutely nice, delicious, and delightful TB303-esque lead line. So we might as well start with that. There's certain mandatories that you must adhere to. 2. Yeah. You got to transform stuff for sure. Otherwise, the gods of licensing will get angry. They will smite you. Do not want to see you be smitted. Cables. Chables. Folding chable? Easy. This guy right here, I'm not going to do much to it because that's the Holocene delay right there, and that's going to have just delightful, delayful various other things. F minor. Oh, you like this camera better? How about this one? This is a new one. Normally we're doing this just because. See me. I don't know. This is the mirrorless camera too, so it just looks a bazillion. So I can hang in here. It's fine. Tomato difference to me. What's going on, Ryan? I'm surprised you're here. Figured you'd be at my school being destroyed by a tornado right now. Tell you what, man, I am glad I am not there right now, because you know. Okay, now the other thing I want to do is to get some. You sound drunk. Oh, that's the delay. Let's go fast. You can definitely, by the way, get comb filtery on this. Okay, what we need is some interesting modulation going into the length of the envelope. I actually set my stochastic function generator up way different last time and kind of flipped a few things around. That needs to be switched back. You don't need that much amplitude. Okay, so I'm going to put this guy in here for envelope Tim time. Yeah, there we go. Hey, Jacob. Oh, dude, that's awesome. That's super, super cool. Dude, I never made that leap. Wizard of Oz during tornado season. But that's been like every night this week in my area, we've had this really big line of nasty thunderstorms. Most of them have been going to the north. Like we've missed the severe stuff, but like tornadoes touch down like 25 miles northeast of us here, which is always the odds are incredibly slim. Like, I'm not afraid of tornadoes, but respect them, and I'll run away very fast. So, okay, so we got a thing here. Now, that's a dumb loop that I hate. Yeah, that time is just generally too short, right? As we turn that offset. Nice, man. That gives me some happy warm fuzzies. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, I actually do want it. I want to like an eighth note delay, I think. There we go. Okay. Good time. What I want to do is occasionally turn up the feedback. We get some nice happy dreaminess going. That'd be neat. What do I have in strip 3? Okay, this is it half note rise and fall? Can just shut up. I need a bass. But the thing is, you know, trip hop has weird basses. There's no kind of like running theme. I don't think there's not a there's not a massive amount of not a massive amount of artists that are this stuff. of attack. One of my grail ones there in that category. They're super awesome. I don't know whoever they are. They're a weird loose collective of so bass. What the hell kind of a bass do we do? Maybe something kinda sparse. Maybe something a little bendy. That would be cool. That would be cool. Think about this here. Actually, the best way to think about it is to play back stuff while you do it. Okay? Shut up. Like, just like. Something like that, like kind of bendy, like it kind of like bends away, dies away. That'd be kind of neat. So this is going to be 16 notes long. So let's set this first of all to a reasonable pitch level instead of F5. Why you start F5? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to be tied. Short gate on 4. Boop, boop, boop. We'll play with the gate times and stuff like that on there. This might be easier actually to. I'm thinking, but yeah, that's all right. Yeah, we can use this. I was like, I should use the Demon Core because it's MIDI and might be more responsive to that, but actually it kind of won't. So then 8 gets tied in to a bunch of notes. All right. Boo. I want it kind of done by beat 4, so boo, boo, boo. Right on beat 4, that should be done. And we just have one note. Like, that's it. It's kind of cool. So then on steps 9, 10, 11, 12, these are tied steps, right? What I want to do, though, is turn on glide on 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I guess I don't need it in 12 because that would be going into 13. Silly. And then basically take the notes and just slowly kind of like reduce them down. Maybe just kind of like by scale steps. And then timing between that and the envelope is going to be the trick. Let's see here. Who we use? We use standard Oscar Tria guy, maybe? Seems like a good idea. If this fraudulent man could grab some cables one of these days, for God's sake. I've been talking in a Don Pardo voice at school a lot. It's spilling over into my everyday life. If you don't know who that is, he's the guy that announces people on Saturday Night Live. Special guest! You know, that guy. And I don't know, it just makes me... That's just not quite... And that sucks, because that means we have to use giant Mohonkus cables. We're going neat. That's it. That's it! Yeah, I think it would be a good idea to use the font, and that means that I've got VCA control also, which is super nice. This guy. Link. Use Zadar and no particular reason. No particular place to go. Actually, I kind of want to dupe this output, so I think I'm just gonna grab myself a dangle hopscotchy guy here, and we're just gonna go into the filter and the VCA. That's right. That's right. We're doing both today. Frequency in. I'm actually gonna mid-range that for now so that it doesn't actually respond. Really want it to hear that. Always a useful thing to have. Have a thing? Not yet, we don't. It's in an envelope. So let me think what I got here. I mean, okay, there's a start. Dub. No, it needs to be way longer. Yeah, see, it's that stair stepping that I don't really want. So glide time higher. That's closer. Hey, Sean. And Pyros. I think a different shape would be a... Not that. Oh, there's a really easy way I could do this too. This would be really simple. I'm going to put a velocity track on here, and we're going to run the velocity to the time of that envelope. So that basically, only on that last part, we can get the envelope to hold out longer. So we'll go, this guy goes to Tim, it goes, let's go like... Well, that's, you know, not... That's pretty close. That's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to take off the last step though. We can turn down velocity a little. Yeah. So that gives it a little bit more of like a, I don't know, organic sounding bend. So it's like, it's just sort of like it's dying out in the distance, you know. Nasty. Naughty. And then I turned it into a distorted 808. You're reading my mind, man. Yeah, okay. If you haven't listened to Trip Hop, you should. Because it's got some of those hip hop elements in it, but not everything. I mean, honestly, it's not much more than the tempo and maybe like the drum beats to an extent, you know. But yeah, and we should get more sample loops and stuff like that. I can get all kinds of stuff playing. This would be sort of neat. Can I get a little like a break beat? Yes, I probably could, right? Actually, you know, the easiest thing, I've got Splice still up. I could just find like a break beat at 85, just like that. Easy. And just dump it in there. Dump it into the our looper. Boom. Break beat. BPM. Give me 85. That's right, folks. 84, 86, 84, 86. Die, you. Okay. It helps if you guys can hear this, too. Lame. Lame. Not lame. Not lame at all. In fact, that's like, I believe that would be officially labeled as funky fresh. Well, let's make sure that this guy is erased first. It's always a problem. I should be able to just go input, input, like so. Oh, that's right. Yeah, this is the worst place to put an input gain control, like buried next to the cable and a knob, and you can't even. Bad design, R-bar. Or Instruo. Bad design. Naughty. Okay. Other than that, you know, it's pretty awesome. Here we go. All right, now getting the R-bar to just kind of be like a playback loop like this is a little bit tricky. Essentially, what I'm going to need to do is send it a reset command. And how long was that loop? I think it was it 8 measures? I think it was an 8-bar loop. Okay, so what I should be able to do is take an 8-measure output from the vector and just run straight across my face into the system. Let's not use this cable. Let's use something that is a little bit maybe longer. I don't even know if this one will work. But it is a right angle cable, which I don't really like all that much. Okay, how the heck do we do its retrig, I believe. I think that's what I was using before. I don't use that thing that much, so it's like, gotta remember there. That's just great. Thank you. Thank you. hobby of mine. Good job. So if I hit go, yeah. See, it just boom, restarted instantaneously. Happy day. Taru, taray. Now we just need an output. I did wire a couple of things. I don't know if you noticed, but I flipped the Mankato filter over here, and I put the Soundforce dual filter over here, and I switched this. It's got jumpers on the back, so you can switch one side or both sides to high pass. So now I've got like a sequential low pass, high pass setup with that thing, and it sounds really good. Very, very, very cool. So let's see here. How do we work this? I don't think I'm going to run it stereo, to be honest. So that's easy. Let's go. Kind of want to filter it. I mean, why wouldn't you? You know? Because you don't need to. Yeah, but it's still awesome. Plus, the Mankato it's got a little character to it. It's got a little bit of chunk. A little bit of, you know what I mean? You're like, no. I don't know what you're saying. Neither do I. Neither do I. Okay. Boom. Dude, here, stuff. And then this little guy, this is just a four channel mixer / attenuverter thing. And so you can kind of just use it as like a mono mixer if you want. Why does that sound like shit? Yeah, it totally sounds like shit. That's okay. I don't know what happened there. No, I don't think it's the Mankato. I think it's something else is going on. I think it's my recording. I think it's either it massively overloaded like the preamps going into this thing or something. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's try it one more time here. We'll see what happens. Okay. Huh? Let us examine the signal chain for a minute. What if I go direct without the filter? And that's what we get. What the fuck is going on? Okay. What? What? At least I make music. Wait. Whoa. Okay, that was clipping too. Dude, what is going on with this? This makes... This makes absolutely no sense. It is like, I just used this, and it worked perfectly fine. So, like, outputs are out. Okay. Huh. It's really awful. I'm gonna restart this rack. Because there is absolutely no reason that should be happening. My recording levels are fine. Everything sounds peachy. Huh? That's weird. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm gonna try it one more time here. Here goes. Hey, modern text. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, sometimes it happens. And I will say the R-bar is, I've had bugs with it before. I've had really weird shit happen with it. Okay, so if this was a tape, what would be happening? Because basically this thing behaves like a tape. If that was your result on a tape, what would you say? I would say that my input level isn't big enough. And I don't know. Maybe. It's a quiet loop, that's for sure. Get a little bit of a boost, as much as I can. I mean, it is cranking up. And otherwise... See, I want something a little more on the soul side, you know? These are insane. Shut up. That actually might work really well, too. Let's try that. It's definitely got a better output level. Let me look at it again. Okay. Wow. That's really awful. mean, that still really sounds like shit, but to be completely honest, it might work fine. I just don't really understand it. You know, let's test one other thing. Let's skip that. The amp thing. No. Yeah, it's the same. Now, what is it synced? Nope. Alright, so what I need to do is fiddle a little bit with the start time here. Nope. Just a hair earlier. Nope. There it is. No, it's not. God damn it. Okay, a little bit later. I do not have a feedback loop. I have a feedback loop when the channel is enabled and I'm recording, which it was not. Because I'm not an idiot. Don't know if you knew that. God damn it. Way too far, of course. Oh my god. This is why I got the Stardust, because the Stardust is so much easier to work with than this. Let's see if it lines up right here. No. We get it. Hey, Soulful. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, that's kind of the point, you know. I want to kind of. Oh my God, this is gonna make me scream. I cannot get it lined up. I just cannot get it lined up to save my life, and I don't understand why. It's stupid. One thing we could do is basically make it like half length. I don't know if it's precise enough. going to cut it. Nobody sneeze. Nobody move. It still just sounds like ass, though. That's really annoying. You know, I will say, I have had nothing but problems with this R-bar. Or Luba. Never. It's never really worked right for me. And then, you know, when I got it, it was supposedly like a 2.0, but it didn't have the right, like, USB drive with it. And so like the touch plates don't work. They never worked. You know, it's just, I don't know. It's frustrating is what it is. Let's do a thing though. Let's throw some, do I still have that? Yeah, I do. There's a little bit of a swishy modulation into it. We'll put this guy on the green trace here, which is I think it's a 2-beat rise and fall. Yeah, and honestly, you know what? Here's the thing. Let's just, let's take this output and, god damn it. Oy. Well, yeah, it's a tape looper. I've just never, it's never really worked right. I think I honestly got like a weird bum, like, mislabeled unit or something like that, and I hate it. All right, so we're going to take the 18 dB output, and we're going to go into the distortion. Hey, if it's already corrupted and weird from being recorded badly, we might as well completely destroy it in the process. Enough with that. Yeah, it's not fun, and like, I don't know. I didn't get much of a response from Instruo about it either, and I was a little disappointed in that. I've never really abused it, never really used it that much because it's never really worked all that great for me. It's always a pain in the ass. So, eh. I'm gonna grab let's grab some layers for the R bar. And I'm thinking like maybe like Mellotron. That would be cool. Like Mellotron strings. Nothing wrong with that, you know. Let's see here. Where would you get that? You get that in yeah. The basic sampler in Reason has really a halfway, more than halfway decent Mellotron. That was stretch. Just in case. That one won't be as good because there's a little bit of clipping on there. Although honestly, you know, thing. Never underestimate the power of the blob of goo. I think Jim was just talking about cutting all his grass too. Put it straight up mid. Yeah, that's nice. That's real nice. That vocal? I just realized something. This vocal? This is not in F minor. Damn it, people. Learn to listen. Oh my god. Now I gotta look for a fucking vocal only in F minor, and because I'm already kind of committed to the rest of the patch. And at exactly 85. And now I might not find one. God damn it. People. This is it. But that's A. It's in D minor, you assholes. No. Yeah, I boosted a bit. It's going through a headphone amplifier. I've got a AKG, I think. Yeah, it's this little AKG 4-channel headphone amplifier. I've got a mixer, a PreSonus like mixer interface over here, and then the headphone output goes to this distribution amp. The downfall is that like my voice will get recorded into that headphone output because I am listening back to my own voice a little bit. So like if anytime I record, I have to not talk, and whatever's coming out of the modular will also get recorded. No, it was not, and now I'm annoyed because I kind of built everything around that loop, and I didn't even check it like a noob. Shut up. No. I want something kind of a little bit soulish, you know? A little bit soulful. No. 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 No.
No, no, no.
Ooh, no. 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 Damn it. Damn it. No, I am committed. I'm gonna find something. I guarantee. This is not. This is a very common thing, you know. This is a common tempo. This is a common concept. It's just that that's what you get. No. Okay. Then I think there's only one thing to do, which is simple. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to copy that to clipboard. I'm going to fire up my DAW, and I'm just going to go and fucking pitch shift this, because, you know what? You guys suck. Anybody that cannot... I need an audio track. Oh, hi. I'm an audio track. Show and closing folders. There it is. I could not find that for some reason. Okay. Do not need to monitor my voice, that's for sure. I will see your face again my way. You can also compress this a little bit. Okay, now, the thing is, right, we just have... You can just go into pitch edit here. Right, and just take the whole thing. And just raise it up by 3/2 steps, right? So let's do select all. And that should be it. I'm gonna have to do a little. Oh, god damn it. Is that just like clipping? What was that? Or is that like aliasing or something? Is that like horrible aliasing? Or. Man. You know what? I'm kind of past caring at this point. Do a little filtering on it and stuff. Make sure it doesn't clip. Okay, now, theoretically, that noise that I heard, that kind of tearing, splitting sound, that was... I think we can high pass that. Alright, so... God damn it. I fucked it up. God damn it. Having some issues here. Shut up. Yeah, having some issues here. God damn it, now I gotta get Splice open again, and now I gotta, like, folder again, and now I gotta do this, and then we gotta do that, and we gotta do this, and we gotta do that. Holy jeez. Okay, well, maybe the end result of this is that it will sound better than it used to. Oh, let's find out. Fortunately, yeah, when I recorded it, the reset was still going, and so it stopped and it reset and it only recorded the end. So awesome. All right, and now I need to. I wonder if I just threw a pitch shifter in here instead, like threw it into a Neptune. I'll bet you that would be fine. It's just going to be a little bit chipmunked, but like, who cares? Right? It's like 17 ways to do pitch shifting. Just brain fried, and I can't think of anything decent right now. So let's just go back into the select all. Actually, though, I should be able to transpose using the tool, and maybe that'll better. Pitch, transpose, up. Semitones. Does that work? Yeah. Still gurgly, though. Damn it. Hate it. Gonna have to just go with it. Alright, now let's see if it's synchronized. And the answer is no. Probably not. Let's check it though here. No. So I gotta start and stop drums. Oh, and we gotta put the reset back in. God damn it. Get this shit out of me here. Well, okay, so the problem is if you time stretch it, you're also tempo shifting it. So, you know, there is a limit. There we go. Now, let's try a little high pass on this too. Okay, Aurora, shut up. Then we can also, like, we could probably run it through some more tape effects. Disguise the gurgle with some, like, bit crushing. Okay, why did that not synchronize correctly? Oh, I guess it did. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. It should trigger right here. Boom. Yeah, alright, that's fine. Cool, it's there, it's done. Let's keep building. Like, man, I've spent so much time on, like, 2 things just because of issues and problems. But, hey. It does happen sometimes. I was doing an R-bar thing. Let's get back to that. I don't know. Schwap. Get out of my way. Alright, do we have anything? Do we have nothing? Yeah, we have stuff. Of course we do. Number one, we'll need to use eventually, we need to use a sequencer track to control these guys. I would like, I kind of want a unidirectional LFO. Now, I guess that doesn't really matter. I'm going to put it a little bit quicker than normal, though, I think. Yeah, that's pretty good. And, oh yeah. It would be kind of cool. I feel like the Turing machine and the R-bar are like best buddies. It's the noise out. God damn it. Oh, it's the far right. Okay, fine. Gotta go like through cables to get there. Let's go half speed. How about a gamut repetitor part? We're gonna need a bigger boat. I mean, cable. This. You get to go into the VCA. Hey, Mario. Okay, all right. Fine, dandy, cool. Let's think about chord progression here. Subsequence number 1. I think maybe 2 whole notes, so we can kind of like stretch it a little bit more. So 1. I think I kind of want to just go straight in. We'll just do it real simple. Real simple here. It's like D flat, F, D flat, F, B flat, F, B flat, F. Sorry. D flat major, F minor, D flat major, F minor, B flat minor, F minor, B flat minor, F minor. You should know your damn music theory. Tracy. Go get Jake's Chord Codex. It's a really good book for that kind of thing. It honestly is. I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't actually think it was decent. All right, stuff, things, whatchamajig. We got stuff. We also are going to need to. Let's start building some parts here, but let's do thing 4, 5, this, and we're going to go pitch 2 and that. Oh my god, why do I load the template? You're so stupid! Okay, let's grab some like paddy chords and stuff. I'm super simple here. Like I'm thinking like half note. And 2. And then we'll take the basic starting note here.
Because we're polyphonic in Eurorack. Oh my god, it's polyphonic. Oh my god, it's polyphony. Oh my god.
Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. People really get excited about polyphony, like baffled, and it's like, it's not really that hard. You just have to buy the right shit. It's Eurorack. Buy the right shit. That's what you need to do. It's what it's all about. That's what this sport is all about. About buying the right shit. Hey, Mike. This is the Demon Core voice, so, you know, we may summon something. I don't know. I have no control over these things.
We've done it. We've summoned another demon.
Sorry, see, there goes the Don Pardo voice again. Where's this guy going? This guy is going... let's just go straight into the filter and then output a filter into MFX and give it a little swooshity swoosh. Theoretically. Well, sir, sounds to me like you need to set yourself a definite, achievable goal. And maybe take it one chapter a week. Make sure you do your worksheets. Thing, let's crank that up. Yeah. And... oh God, what just happened? Oh my Lord, what just happened? Oh my Jesus Lord. Oh God. Oh. Oh, it's actually clipping the input of the filter. Cool. I can respect that. Good job, buddy. I didn't think the Demon Core had it in him. Of course, we need some resonance on this. I'm also going to give this guy an octave sequence. Just like... sometimes it's up and down, you know? I don't know if I like that or not, actually. We could just redo it. We could make it like, let's say like 4 parts long. Make each one like 2 whole notes. Put it on random. Then just put one of those steps like down an octave. Yeah. This. Okay. I mean, it's just a little part. It's just going to be backgroundy kind of stuff. I think I do want to kind of have a noise sweep going, but I think I want to gate it. I want to do something funky with it. So let's get that rigged up. Thing. Thing. And take a measure. Trigger. Put said envelope into this. But then we take yonder outputs, bring them into a stereo pair of VCAs. And then I want some, kind of just want some, just a, you know, just a steady 16th note gate, I think would be nifty. But okay, that's there, and that's that, and that's this. Let's see what happens when we hit go. Well, nothing will happen because nothing is going into the VCAs right now. So what I need is a source of either gate patterns, either 16th note gates, which is like easy. I think I'm going to have to run it through an envelope though, just in case, because So I'm going to take the clock output from, if I can get a freaking cable in here, Fractio Solum. Is this going to reach? Oh, you son of a bitch, you don't reach. No. This bucket of the, there. This guy going to this guy, and what we need is a chonky envelope, but just like really, 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 really short. Guess we'll keep the hodgepodge color theme going. All right, so now theoretically it should go. Cool, bro. Okay. All right, I dig it. That's nifty. Okay. Enough of this. This guy. We need to go to A2. We need to nuke it, and we need to duplicate A1, and we need to go back to A1. Turn off the goddamn subsequence. Okay, there we go. All right, that's a little better. Yeah, this serves a couple of different purposes. I also wanted to duplicate the audio output to go to my video synth. So I was like, man, I need to basically take whatever I'm hearing and just dupe it multiple times. And I was like, well, that would be a headphone distribution amp, right? Problem is that almost all of them suck. And I'm going to say I don't 100% recommend this AKG one. It's a noisy little bitch. Let's do a little stuff with this. Let's do a little transposition possibility. Oh, no, I'm in the wrong part. God damn it. This is 3. Okay, so what I want to do is actually, it would be cool to put this as an even 100% probability. So now, what I want to do is do a little velocity part on this to have the envelope go a little longer in a couple of these. I think that would be pretty cool. So let's do that. Let's take this and go here. Go CVs. This is channel 2. We're going to put it on time. That's a little much, bro. Better. You can even tweak like the first step or the third, maybe. You can hear it gives it just a little bit of a boost. Yeah, let's put soft clip on too. That way it gives a little chunk. Okay, next part. Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to do a Nito Keen little super fast, like a little pan and scanny thing, like the kind of thing that just fades in every once in a while. I think that'd be pretty cool. There, oh, dude, there's lots of voices all ready to go, and I'm not done patching yet. Although I'm getting close. I've only got four mixer channels open. Well, that's not entirely true. We could branch out into system too. Yeah. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Having a good set of like balanced quarter-inch outs would be dope. Like especially if like, oh, you want to make this into a travel case. I was considering figuring out a way to do battery power. And it's actually not that hard nowadays. You can buy like battery backup systems for all kinds of shit, and these things don't take that much wattage. But you know, do one of those like cornball things where you record a session in the middle of the woods somewhere. I love those. And I'm like, if I love those, so do other people. So, you know, that'd be a fun thing. I should at least go into my backyard and just run an extension cord out there. That'd be easy enough. Just be sitting amidst grass. Let's see here. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do a little a little scale, little pentatonic scale run. And then turn on all of our gates. And then what I should be getting, yeah, no, we'll go full eight length. This is just ping ponging back and forth. Thanks, Liam. Thanks, appreciate it. Yeah, we're growing. I've grown my channel almost entirely by streaming. I've hardly posted any standalone videos. Although, you know, best intentions. I mean, I keep meaning to change that and to do some stuff. And I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I also need to do a control track for the R-bar before I get too far in the weeds. But let me finish this little FM tinkly little guy here. Let's make it purple.
Purple is a fruit.
Do you have any fruit?
He says purple. Purple is a fruit.
This guy, though, I'm trying to think. Do I really... Well, hi, Jason. Do I need to... I mean, do you need to filter anything? Do you want to, though? Yes, of course. Who's got shaping? Cool stuff going down. Actually, you know what? 860 might do really well for this because I can run it in high pass, and high pass sounds beautiful. The problem is your damn cables don't reach, you doofus. Yeah, see, you know, for the love of God. Ugh. Hehehe. I love purple. And I always say, like, what's your favorite color? Purple and green. Like, it's that, I can't differentiate between the two in terms of, like, what I like more. But, alright, now we output into an input, and we crank that up, and what do we have? We should have nothing. That's what we have. Octave? I need like a tingly kind of like a... Not that, that's gross. There we go. Should not be any reverb on that. Because this. Take an octave up. No, what this is totally tweaking my my popcorn sense is tingling. Okay. Now, what we needs to do. Let's put this on high pass. Okay, that's really fucking cool. Okay, so what we're going to do is sweep through that range right there. And this is an 8-measure rise and fall, so I think just through the basic CV here, we'll kind of tweak that to suit. That's the high end. Okay, but the thing is, I don't want this always going. That's the other part of this. So, honestly, let's just repatch this ginormous cable, stick it into a VCA, and stick some sort of funky control method into that. Whatever that happens to be. And then the output of the VCA will go into the mixer, which is going into the C legs. I'm Francois from Shackmat. I have the best accent. This side of Omri Cohen. I wish I had that guy's accent. It's wonderful. Omri is from, like, Belgium, I think? Something like that. Yeah, I mean, I have 808 kicks going. So there will be bass, and I do have a bass already kind of like patched in and stuff, and doing things. A nice full hug your mom bass. But we'll get to that. Oh, okay, stuff. Oh yeah, I wanted to do a thing with this. Theoretically, should be getting nothing. Okay, so basically, yeah, so this is the new one. This is the Modbap Trinity. I almost forgot that I had ordered it until I saw it in the box, and I was like, "Oh yeah!" And I got super excited because I was really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good addition. It's a three-channel drum synth. It's got a really cool output thing, though. You've got 3 individual outs. They're just out 1, out 2, out 3. Like, you can do what you want. So then you can select, like, this drum is going to go to this output, this drum is going to go to this output, you know, and so on. Just by toggle switches. There's 3 position toggle switches, and then it's got an all out, right? So I don't know. It's really neat. So just flipping these things on and off. Basically, there's like performance mutes. I've barely dipped into it. Okay, so we were doing Should it just be like an occasional random sound effect? I mean, it could be. Because I could just take... I need a closer envelope. Well, I guess this will work. I mean, using this as a burst generator. So, what we can do is basically take the rare gate out of the Turing machine. Is that as our CV for that guy. So it should just, on occasion, you know, almost want it to go even faster than that. Maybe what we do is we put it on a speed rating. Just kind of put it somewhere between a 32nd note and a 64th. What does that sound like? Much nicer? Maybe a little slower. That's a really slow filter sweep. Maybe let's put that on the quicker one. Yeah, okay. I think that'll work. I think that'll be nice. That's a happy little, just a happy little fairy dust. You know. Let's see here, shall we? R-bar track. We need to do that. I keep putting it off for no particular reason. No particular place to go. Alright, let's do a thing here. Let's make this A1 and A2, and we'll just edit them all by themselves. And keep it easy. 2 steps long, and we want this on C3. And actually, we could put this on G3 as well. Yeah, we'll put it on 2 whole notes length. And then I'm going to go into that there preset editor, and we're going to delete A2. I'm going to go and duplicate A1, but it's going to be completely different. It's going to be 8 steps long. We're going to go, let me think here. We're going to C4, I believe. Is that the first one? I think that's the first one. And then back to C3. And then it should be C4, maybe to G3. Then I think what's G4? Back to my home base, guys. Let's try it out. All right, sorry. Nope. I'm going to, that's an aborted attempt here. So what I'm going to do is just go in here, boom, put it to a new scene. There we go. Because now the bass should follow it, which is the whole point of this exercise right now. Actually, that would be really cool on that part, is the last step, we're going to go C5 to that last big build-up chord. In fact, we could do that for both of the last 2 steps of F minor. Let's pull this for a second. should be back to base level. All right, I don't want to give it away too early. Basically, I just did. Okay. I only have one more part in the vector, and that is already hardcore wired to the zcal dimension. So let's build a part on that. Maybe like a longer melodic line would be sort of dope and cool. Ooh, kabling! Okay. I'm supposed to meet a friend right after this stream. He's like going to be earlier than I expected, and I'm lasting later than expected. What are we at? We are at an hour and 49. Okay. 2 more parts, and then we jam. Okay? 2 more parts. That's it. Promise. Because, you know, time is wasting. Time is money. Appreciate your devotion. I'm going to make a really long part, but it's going to be sort of sparse. We can make... I just want to make sure that this guy is in mono. Mono! It is. Good. So, because then we can do some nifty stuff and right away put in a longer release time on this envelope. Because otherwise it's going to piss me off. Drop down the sustain and increase the decay. And I want like a nice pingy tone. Rings without rings, you know. Yeah. Rings with mit. Would you like a bite of my flavor bar? Oh, ooh. Ow. Look at that. This guy should actually work pretty well. Once it's in mono, the output is a lot stronger. Then I'm going to patch just a quick lead, just like a, you know, I like to have something on the melodizer to just fart around with, space out. So, I will say, one of the main reasons that my stream is as long as it is, because of the issues that I had, and I still, like this... And I'm not terribly happy with that. You let me get pitch in on these notes before I forget what's in my head right now. God damn it. This, okay. If you have nothing, oh, because the filter's all. Your delay is drunk, sir. Please take it home. No, that's the sea legs. When the sea legs gets a clock all of a sudden, and it goes, what? I don't know those. I know those words, but I don't know that combination. Dowager Portail EOA I. That's what I'm looking. But here's the deal, right? We're definitely put some LFO to that there wavetable parameter, because what the fuck? Maybe not this, though. Maybe into the scan. I think that's better. Okay, now that envelope. That's a little better. Why is it so glitchy sounding? Oh, that's the delay. That's the noise on the tape delay. You know what? I don't like tape delays. I like nice, clean, happy delays. So sue me. Oh, okay. Nice. All right, now I had a thought here, and my thought was fleeting. No, uncouple this from the subsequence. Now the subsequence, all right, so the vector, thanks Moo. Oh. That's cool. It's cool. I always thought it would be cool too to have like a small DMX like lighting setup that's controllable with CV. Like I saw that. Did you see the thing that Robin just put out? That ADAC servo controller. That is, I don't know what to say about that. It's really interesting though. And like, I start to think about other applications for that, like anything physical, like with a knob that you can control, and just to be able to do that with electricity, you know, remotely. Like, I don't know. I think there's going to be some interesting inventions going with that, I feel like. All right, so what I want to do is give this guy his own pitch sequence that plays all the time, basically. I'm trying to think here. It is 32 notes long, which means that is 2 measures. So we're going to do transpose on this guy all by itself. Let's just go... I'm going to call out sort of like the same chords that is in my normal chord progression, but I'm going to do a couple of different things along with that. I think it'll blend nicely. Hoping. But listen real quick here. And then with DOS filter, maybe give it some nice resonance. Yeah. Mellow it by like... See, and this is just going to be a standalone progression, like I said. I don't know if I like that one. No, I do not have one yet. Yeah, and I did not put the updates to the skiff. I will try to do that tonight. I will really try my best to not just play Dead Cells for like 3 hours until I pass out. I promise. Do I like this last one is the question. I don't know if I do. Maybe we go down to the 7th? Like... Oh, that's fucking disgusting. No. How about down an octave? Could do that. That's fun. Okay, now you can shut the fuck up. Mr. Man. No, I forgot. I was going to put in a tiny little arpeggio part. I lied. There's 2 more parts. Okay, but that's okay. Trust me. This'll be quick and easy. All right, let's put this into this, and can take, Jesus. So there's a hair salon next door to me. Turned off the hallway lights, so it's like suddenly weirdly dark out there, and it just went on it. Just the state that they should be in, pretty much all being, you know, a building full of people that come and go. All right, this don't need long cables. Leave 2 shorties. Shorty and longy. This guy goes here. And I'm giving serious consideration to buying a second supercritical neutron filter, especially if I can find one used. I will be all over that shit. It is, as far as, it doesn't have a VCA. That's probably its weak point. But, man, love it. Everything else. That's what I want right there. We'll put a little swirly swirl on it. Okay, and melodizer lead rough. So yeah, expect a fair jam. Who oscillator want thing stuff? Oh. Well, this is an easy choice. Because here we've got Deckard's voice.
I'm a fucking poet. Holy shit.
It's already rigged up and ready to go, so all I need to do is throw my mouse on the flow. Oh my gosh, I'm rhyming.
No more rhymes, I mean it.
Anybody want a peanut? Okay, where did my mouse go? My mouse disappeared. It fled the scene. It's... Hey, dude. You're critical for not accidentally shutting things off. That would be bad. chat's been closed for 15 minutes, dude. What's wrong with you? Stuff. We did this. And not whatever is happening right now. That's out of tune. Damn it. God, it does tune easily. There we go. I don't like that loop at all. Could use a little fifth in there. Okay, cool. That'll come in at some point. I think we're jam ready. Yay! Means firing up the video synth. Switching to this intimate camera view. Why, hello. Who am I kidding? I'm just going to start talking like Don Pardo again.
Here we go on the jam.
All right. And if you are photosensitive, then you should absolutely look away for explode in a blinding flash of nuclear fusion. Bye. that was enjoyable. That was fun. And I gotta say, this thing, like my R bar has a, or my Lupa has a devil in it, and it doesn't work right. But that sounded pretty cool. I mean, it took a lot of doing though. But like actually kind of perfect. Especially just like just clicking it in with a ton of delay and stuff on it. That was actually really cool. And that is kind of something you hear in a lot of trip hop. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed, and I'm out of here until Sunday. Sunday, same bat time-ish. Usually do an ambient thing of some sort. So